So the question is,
Because Israel.
how can Japan
Israel,
be,
They caused 9/11 because they didn't like the United States. Thought Israel was Israel.
okay, how can Japan be so successful, even though it's so tiny? It had been devastated from World War II, and today it ranks in terms of economic power. What's it rank?
Second.
Second is China.
Third.
It's third.
Well, come.
So we got the U.S.,
What's their name?
China, Japan, in terms of economic power. So we want to look as we watch these videos and other things, even with its problems. So of course one of its problems is we said that tiny size, and it's got about the same population as the U.S., slightly smaller, but about the same. And how they're able. But here's what's happening in Japan. So this was in 2018, an article showing that the number of children in Japan is its lowest rate ever in the world. Its population is not growing like some of these others. And you say, well, that's not a big deal. What's a big deal? Because what? If your population doesn't grow, what?
You don't grow. You die out.
Jobs won't be filled, okay? The economy can't continue to grow. So that's one of the concerns, although maybe it's because maybe it's not growing here. People, this is one Japanese tradition, culture. So in Japanese, go see this picture. They get sumo wrestlers to get babies to scare them, so the babies will cry, because they think crying will make them healthier.
Jeez. Can you just whip your child then? They'll get so healthy, they'll be like,
Well, kids in China.
Another problem facing China is what they call Japan, or facing Japan, excuse me, is what they call the lonely man. Now we set a goal of most, or at one time the goal of most young is to become a salary man. Okay, but basically in Japan you become a workaholic. So you don't get to know your family as well, spend as much time with your family. So the suicide rate among people that retire, that are done working, because they don't know what to do after that. So a lot of them just become totally depressed or whatever, so that's a problem in Japan. Now the problem with space, we're going to watch on this first video. Your book had a couple pictures, so one of the things, if you're trying to save time in Japan, a lot of people want to live close to their work to save time. But the space is so limited. So the apartments are about as big as, some apartments are as big as our closet over there.
I've seen smaller.
So we'll see a couple of those. Here's a picture of one of those
I still want to go to Japan.
apartments.
I want to go to sushi too.
And I think that's what this video is going to show you.
call that the dungeon.
I want to go to sushi.
But they're very creative on how they use their space.
I want to go to the place where they drop the sun also.
Hiroshima?
Nagasaki.
So I'm not sure if I showed this or
What
we'll
if
just
they
show
drop
this
the Batman
on mine.
That's what the park is called.
Batman, little boy.
Drop the cannot one of them, and that Batman.
Batman and little boy.